What's going on, guys? Welcome to Mark Food Tales. As you see from the title, today we're going to be giving KFC a run for their money. Let's get into this. I know 2020 has been a crazy year so far with the whole lockdown, and I know a lot of your favorite fast food restaurants are starting to open back up. Sure, the itch to go out and eat there is at an all-time high, but today I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to make some of your favorite fast food dishes right at home. Stay tuned. So today on the hit list is going to be KFC. So without further ado, let's give KFC a run for their money. Let's go. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna wash my chicken. Yes, I know there's a bunch of controversy about washing chicken. It's not that serious. I'm gonna show you how easy it is just to wash normal chicken. A lot of people think that when washing chicken, this is what it looks like.
Social media is in a tizzy.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
I will never grace.
No!
You can see there's no water splashing down on it. Literally, all I'm gonna do is just go like this. You don't wanna do for too long. And there's no splashing, no contamination, so I don't want to hear all the haters in the comments talking about contamination. We're all good. We're gonna survive. That's all you gotta do, and then we're good to go. Okay, guys, so the chicken is all washed up. I've already patted it dry. It's good to go. It's right over there. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm actually gonna season my chicken. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt on it. The worst thing possible is to do is to have a really good outside crust for your chicken, and then the meat's actually saltless. If you are doing a brine, there's no need to do that because it's already gonna have salt in it if you're brining overnight or for 10 hours or so. So right now I'm gonna do about maybe like a half tablespoon for now, but I may just do 1 teaspoon, so I'll let you guys know what to do. Okay, guys, so I actually decided I'm probably gonna do about a teaspoon of salt just to start out. I'm just gonna sprinkle it all over, mix it around. Make sure everything gets a little bit of salt. I may not even use actually the full teaspoon, to be honest. So I'm gonna say probably that will be about a half teaspoon or so, a little bit more, okay? And that's it, we're good to go. And then now we're gonna move to the actual process of doing the whole dredge station. So I'll show you guys that next. Okay, so to start out, with the dredging station, we're actually gonna have the first thing is gonna be plain white flour. We're gonna do actually a cup of that. And just like that. That's gonna be the first station is just plain white flour. So the second station is actually gonna be our wet batter. So that's gonna consist of 2 whole eggs, 1 cup of flour, and 1 cup of milk. I know a lot of people like to use buttermilk, but I want to show you how easy it is just to grab some milk inside of your fridge. You don't have to do no fancy stuff like butter. Okay, well, buttermilk's not fancy, but you get the point. So we have our milk and our eggs in there. All we're gonna do is probably just a half cup of flour. Maybe it's even less than that, but we're gonna do about a half cup of flour. Put it in there. And that's what we're gonna do for our wet batter. Whisk that in there. Make sure everything's incorporated nicely. That's good to go. So I'm gonna put that to the side, and we'll go into the last step, which is honestly just making our seasoning flour, and then we're good to go to fry up all the chicken that we seasoned up. Okay, so the last step is going to be the seasoning flour. For this one, we're gonna need 3 cups of flour. So we're gonna go ahead and give that 3 cups of flour. And we're good to go. Just like that, 3 cups, and we're good. Okay, so for all the seasonings that I'm going to use today, I'm going to be using half tablespoon. I'm going to use a tablespoon, like things like garlic powder and paprika, since I love them. So we have a bunch of our seasonings right over here. I'll just show you how I have it set up. Got all my seasonings set up there. First things first is the paprika. I'm actually going to do a full tablespoon of paprika because I love paprika. The next on the list is going to be some thyme leaves. I'm going to do a half tablespoon of that. Ground mustard, same thing. It's gonna be a half tablespoon. Oregano leaves, I'm gonna do less than a half. So I'm gonna use the half tablespoon, but it's not gonna be a full. You know that, probably just a little splash just like that. And we have the black pepper, half tablespoon of that. Garlic powder is going to be a full tablespoon. Onion powder, same thing, half tablespoon. And then the white pepper and the poultry seasoning, As I said, I'm going to use the half tablespoon, but I'm not going to put the full thing in there. About that much is going to use. And same thing with the poultry seasoning. It's actually pretty much almost done. Splash, and we are almost done. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of some hot chili powder in there to give it a little bit of a kick. And then same thing with the salt. I'm going to use the teaspoon, but I probably won't do the full teaspoon. A teaspoon of yeah, we're good to go now. So that's all the seasonings that I'm using. I'll have them linked down below of every single seasoning that I use there. Okay, so now that we have all of our seasonings incorporated, I'm just gonna go ahead and whisk that all together. Your seasoning does not look like this, you ain't doing it right. All them, there's no seasoning in there. Yeah. Just gonna whisk that together, and then boom, this is the last part of the equation. Okay, so our oil is almost ready. It's about at 3:15 right now. But I'm gonna show you the first steps of the dredging process, and then I'm gonna do all the chicken, then I'll show you how everything looks after that. So I'm gonna do the first one just with my one hand, then I'm gonna set up the camera and I'll show you the rest of them there. So honestly, we're just gonna take the first one, put it in our plain white flour, just shake it off a bit, put it into the wet, and shake it off a bit too. You don't want it to be too thick. And boom, we're throwing it right in to our seasoning flour. You want to make sure you really pack it in there. You want to make sure you really pack it in there so you can get those nice flakes on the crust. And you shake that off, and it should look exactly like that. Okay, so the oil is good to go now. So just gonna grab your chicken right over there, and we'll take the first one. So we're gonna do a bunch of drumsticks together. Usually it's gonna be around 15 minutes for the drumsticks, 18 minutes or so for the actual thighs. So you wanna make sure you shake off any of the excess flour that's on there, and you're just gonna place it away from you there. And you don't wanna crowd the pot. We're only gonna put about 4 to 5 in there at a time. And in there, we got one more drumstick. We're gonna hit it up in there. All right, so we are good to go. We're gonna leave that for about 15 minutes, and then we will put in the chicken thighs, and we'll do those for about 18 minutes. So I'll catch back up with you guys when I'm actually taking them out. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes, so we're gonna get ready to take these out. I'm gonna show you how they're looking. Come on, man, just look at that. Just look at the seasoning in that. So we're gonna put it on our cooling rack. All it is just parchment paper, just on a baking pan. Come on, man, look at that. You telling me you wanna go to KFC still? And we'll take the last two. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in our chicken thighs, same process as before. The oil is heating back up, and we're gonna drop that right in there. Okay, as I said, it's gonna be about 18 minutes. I'll check back in with you guys in a bit. I'm also gonna show you guys how you can take your just regular barbecue sauce and upgrade it just a bit. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is just to upgrade your basic barbecue sauce that you have at home. Don't need anything fancy. So pretty much I'm gonna be showing you exactly what you're gonna need to upgrade your barbecue sauce. Okay, so today I'm just gonna use Guyana sauce, a little bit of cayenne pepper to add some kick to it. I'm gonna be using about a little over a tablespoon of butter, and we're just gonna be using a little bit of raw honey. You can use any kind of honey, and it's super simple, super easy. And it's something that you can find probably just in your fridge, in your cabinet, that you make right at home. so the chicken is finally finished. It's been about 19 minutes, so I'm gonna get ready to take them out. And this is how they're looking. Ooh, come on, man, look at that. This is how that chicken is looking. As I said, no need to go to KFC. Just look at that. Okay guys, so the food is all done. Just take a look at that. You can't tell me this doesn't look like KFC or even better. But I'm excited to eat this. I'm gonna show you a little close-up of the chicken so you guys can see that. And look at just the crust, the flakes. That's what I said, when you're packing it in, look at the flakes. I'm ready to get into this. And I'll show you guys one of the thighs. Look at that, beautiful crust. Let's get into this. I'm super hungry right now. You ready?
It's chicken. It's fried chicken. It's fried chicken. I like fried chicken.
Just look at that.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
Wow. This is how you make fried chicken, guys, honestly. There's no need to run outside, spending money on KFC. I'm showing you guys all the tricks. Why would you need to do that? We have our barbecue sauce that we just upgraded. You can dip it or have a pastry brush that I have over here. But I'm probably gonna just dip it. Oh man. I'm gonna show you that right there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Perfectly seasoned. Crust is good. Meat has that salty taste. Not too salty, but it's very nice. I'm sure you guys have seen the name Mar Food Tales. It's a slang term from where I'm from. It just means hungry. So essentially, you guys are watching Hungry Food Tales. That'd be a nice way to incorporate a little bit of the slang that I grew up on. And my cooking ability. I've always loved to cook since I was young. I have a lot of respect for actual chefs. I mean, it's not an easy job to do, but it's something that I just love doing as a hobby. And I decided, why not kind of throw up some of my recipes. I know everyone was kind of in lockdown for a bit. Hopefully you guys got some cooking skills in the last 3 to 4 months. But yeah, just showing you that. I think for the thighs, what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna paint this one on with the pastry brush. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Have that dripping down. Okay, first bite. Did you just see them juices? Damn. Look at that crust. But I don't know if you guys can see that the juice is in that. Perfectly cooked. Still super hot. But the taste is on point though. Not hot. Yeah, this is gonna be the last one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my first video. Hopefully you guys learned a few things. If you guys end up trying this recipe, definitely let me know how it turns out. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's sasha.markfoodtales. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and make sure you guys subscribe. And make sure your post notifications are on for any future videos so you get that notification. And if you're Marv, stay tuned for the next video. Marv.